by the power of climate change. I have the power.
Man, Trump's first term really was a simpler time. Remember when the biggest enemy of the administration was a twisted, angry little Swedish girl who was skipping school and screaming the lines that her parents wrote for her off of a teleprompter. You know, she did that. You know, this is a, you know, this
How
is a
dare
script.
you!
It's a script.
You are failing
Look.
us.
How did nobody recognize this? Like, how did nobody notice this? Look at the script she's reading. She's reading from a prompter. It's an act. It's not real. And that little moon-faced girl, boy, she's all grown up now. And
Talk about what's happening in
yikes!
Cuba
What is
right
this? What? What is this? A 4th century Dutch cabbage farmer? Suddenly? The beauty of youth. Trump mogged her. Just a reminder, because I'm gonna forget. But like Trump, right after her little vengeful "how dare you" speech, Trump just like walked in and torched her. This is the original frame mogging, the original full alpha POTUS mogging, maxing is right there. And then Donald Trump.
I don't know if it's real anger. It's hard to believe. Young, angry person. I don't know if it's real anger. It's hard to believe, actually. But I saw what happened. She's certainly different. Anger management. I think she has to go to an anger management class. That's my primary recommendation for her.
So Donald Trump saying that Greta Thunberg has to go to an anger management class. Greta Thunberg, of course, has now been deported from a bunch of different countries. She's been arrested and imprisoned in Israel for trying to storm the Gaza Strip or something. Why don't they just let her in?
Uprising
about
how people are
I ain't
stepping
here.
up when our government.
I ain't here to simp ever for any other country other than America. Israel made a huge critical mistake in Gaza, which is not letting Greta Thunberg in. Whatever you think of the Gaza war, whether you think it's a genocide or justified or whatever, let Greta in. You gotta send her there. She's floating there. Why don't you put her in Gaza? Like, let her experience the beauty of Sharia Islam. It makes a ton of sense. Instead, they deported her. And it's like the funniest thing ever. Anyway, they deported her a bunch of times. So Greta Thunberg, somebody who's constantly embroiling herself in foreign politics, is now jumping back in order to stop Trump from invading Cuba. Oh, it's great. Here we go. Cuban president acknowledges he's talking with the Trump administration. President Miguel Diaz-Canel says the country is rapidly running out of fuel and is in talks. Were based on respect and political system of both countries. The president of the absolutely failed country of Cuba is now begging Donald Trump for help, is what is going on now. Cuba's government is facing an existential crisis. The Trump administration ratchets up pressure on the 67-year-old communist state, maintaining what amounts to an oil blockade. Fuel is rapidly running out, plunging Cuba into prolonged periods of darkness. The discussions with the United States have previously been reported. U.S. news outlets. This is the first time the government has acknowledged that they are underway. And now the president of Cuba is begging for Trump's help. You know, hungry people and people with no electricity, they revolt. And it just doesn't matter how many guns you have. Like, the people will revolt. That's what's happening in Cuba. You'd have to be just an absolute monster in order to... You'd have to, like, be just a complete animal in order to wish the people of Cuba live under the jackboot of communism. I've been to Cuba. It is the single worst place on earth that I've ever been to. I'm not extremely well traveled, but like it is horrible there. Well, Greta Thunberg is demanding that Donald Trump stop the blockade to keep the communists in power. Amazing how it all goes from climate change to communism so quickly. Here's Greta's twisted little message to the
killing
administration.
countless of people. We need to talk about what's happening in Cuba right now. As the Trump administration is waging illegitimate wars across the world, killing countless of people, it is also strangling the Cuban people, deliberately, methodically, and openly. The pedophile Trump himself bragged about it, saying there's an embargo, there's no oil, there's no money, there's no anything. He said it like it was something to be proud of, while millions of people have been plunged into darkness by rolling blackouts, while hospitals lose power, while ambulances run out of fuel, while shelves go empty. The United Nations has warned of imminent humanitarian crisis. Intensive care units and emergency rooms are compromised. Newborns, the elderly, the sick, all paying the price. This is not an accident or an unfortunate side effect of some policy disagreement. This is the intended outcome. Since 1962, the US embargo has been designed, in the words of the US State Department itself, to bring about hunger, desperation, and overthrow the government.
So I don't really know how you could be against that. They are a ruthless, evil communist dictatorship. I've seen it myself. It's terrible. I don't approve of calling that a humanitarian crisis. The real crime against humanity is actually Greta's barber. Whatever salon Greta goes to. Anyway, and also liking this post. Apparently 300,000 people have liked this on Instagram. Let's go ahead and see what X has to say. Much more healthy platform. X, the smoking section of the internet. Greta Thunberg attacks U.S. over Cuba. Stay silent on Iranian regime massacring their protesters. We need to talk about this heavy Cuba. Greta Thunberg defames President Trump, calls him pedo. She does this while criticizing Trump trying to free Cuba from communism. Greta said little to nothing about the Islamic regime massacring its own people. Greta Thunberg, we need to talk about what's happening in Cuba. Greta speaks out against Trump over Cuba. Climate munchkin and flotilla captain Greta Thunberg unveiled an unflattering haircut, like chopped by a blind man using a weeding sickle. Watch as she calls Trump a predator and announces her enthusiastic support of Cuba. Would it be possible, please, to prosecute whoever is doing Greta Thunberg's hair? I think that she probably cuts it herself, actually, right? She's just bouncing from communist regime to Islamic regime to communist regime at this point, not even trying to hide it. She's now a foreign policy expert on Latin American relations. Didn't even have to go to school for it. Apparently, after Gaza and skipping over Iran, global insanity sect found their new common denominator. Cuba. It's Cuba. Greta Thunberg is absolutely bonkers, mad, narcissistic sociopath. God knows how much the people of Iran, Palestine, and Cuba will hate Hamas mullah communist hugging B when it's all over. Yeah, she starts talking about the tragedy of 40,000 dead Iranians will be one step up the moral ladder. And don't listen to He-Man. She's on it. Is she aware that the U.S. is actually helping Cuba reduce dependence on fossil fuels? Can we please stop pretending that this morally deficient, idiotic Muppet has anything to say? She's less of this entitled Swedish poison dwarf. Please and thank you. Guys, I think this autistic commie is a dumb Marxist. We've said it before. Here's Greta getting arrested. It's amazing. It's amazing. We called this out. We called this out for years, that the climate hoax is just about installing communists all over the world. That it'll just be used to prop up communism. That it's not climate change, it's communism. We said it years ago, and we've been proven right. Greta Thunberg is saying she's going to be chaining herself to the beaches of Cuba, and hopefully we'll get more sandwich. We'll get more sandwich videos from Greta and her doughy little friends here. Like Greta and her sandwich. Still one of my all-time favorites. It's your boy Benny. Like, share, and subscribe for more Greta content. See ya.